Welcome to the Korean invite-only online qualifiers. I'm JP McDaniel, joined by Sean D. Apollo Clark. This is the grand finals with Liquid Hero going up against Fnatic Alive. We've seen Hero dispatch his teammate Tasia. Let's see how he does against Alive as we jump into our first map, MLG Daybreak.
And I doubt we're going to be seeing as many mind games in this series, JP. I think Hero's going to have to play his best. Likewise, Alive will play his best. Alive was one of the guys that frontiered Terran versus Protoss mid-game aggression alongside TSL Pult. These two guys just hit relentless, aggressive timings over and over and over, and Hero's going to have to be on his toes against Alive.
Absolutely. We will have to see how Alive does, because in the lower bracket, he played quite the amount of TVTs. We're going to see how his TVP fares here on Daybreak. Down here in the bottom left-hand corner will be Fnatic's Alive as the red Terran. Up here in the top right is, of course, going to be Team Liquid's very own Hero as the blue Protoss.
And remember, Alive did win his championship, his first championship in this very matchup against Squirtle at IPL last time. So he is no dummy in this matchup, and I expect him to pull out an absolutely stellar game. But the thing is Hero going to show his true championship form? He's playing offline, like I'm playing online, where he's more comfortable, where he's in his own zone, and that's where he really does shine. Unless he's, you know, on like DreamHack Winter Stage where he wins it all. But we'll see. This is going to be a great series, no doubt. You know, either way, whichever way it goes.
Yeah, you mentioned that we're not going to see that many mind games. I felt, okay, well, let's just forget what I was about to say here, as we are seeing a very forward racks going down for Alive, and Hero sees that there's nothing being built. And he's looking very hard right now for that racks. He's got to be thinking, what is my opponent doing? Is he going for a CC first, or is there a racks out? I think he's going to be sending out a second probe to scout out that racks.
Yeah, you can see there's one SCV missing, because when he goes in there, you basically want to be looking, and there was only like 12 SCVs in there, which means the 13th one was elsewhere. So he knows it's somewhere, and with the Barrett refinery coming down, he most likely knows it's going to be a proxy marauder build to an expand lot later on. But Hero with double probes, is he about to see it?
And yes, he is, but it is going to go ahead and finish, so that SCV will not take any damage. Oh, and he throws down the pylon right next to it, meaning no tech lab for Alive. At the same time, though, that only the first Zeld right now is being chrono boosted out. Let's see how Hero deals under pressure right now, as Alive is actually going to be taking out that pylon. He saw the gas, actually, so that was just a beautiful response from Hero, denying that tech lab from going down.
Yeah, and it looks like we've seen Alive, you know, take 2 out of gas. He throws down another pylon, expecting something crazy to happen, can continue to scout. He can always cancel it too, but with the barracks lifting up, he has a zealot and another zealot coming out. He'll go and check the barracks, and we'll see it's been lifted and gone, and Alive will fall onto an expansion play, and Hero has successfully played his way out of that hand.
That was some beautiful stuff from Hero. A lot of players, a lot of lesser players would actually have just let that finish and dealt with it another way, but Hero kind of circumvented that and just got that pylon down, blocked it twice, and Alive's entire opener is now kind of screwed over, and a Zealot is actually coming across the map, and it is going to go ahead, or Alive is going to go ahead and get his wall up, so that Zealot will not be doing that much damage. The probe actually almost getting an SCV kill, but now it falls.
Yeah, it's great that the probe managed to go in there and see what was going on, and you know, he didn't quite see you know, the additional add-ons of like the additional barracks, or if he's going to use gas in a factory, but he did get the command center, which is the most important. So Hero can fall back on a command center, I mean a nexus of his own here. He may decide to throw down a bunch of extra gateways, but to be honest, in this kind of location, when you're not sure, it depends on how he wants to play it. If he brings a probe and then decides to contain his opponent again, yeah, albeit, but he may want to try and get an early robotic facility down so he can shoot across and observe it, scout what's going on.
Seeing 2 Zealots focus down this depot, one of them taking about half HP, and now the SV comes in to repair, and that has been stopped. Might not seem like the biggest thing, but Hero's basically making his opponent kind of throw resources at this attack. Even if he doesn't lose anything, just taking HP off of that depot means he has to repair it.
Alive did it at the same time as this attack's going on. Actually, hold on thought, because a Stalker is out, but so is the Marauder, and a Marauder beats a Stalker here. So as long as he just keeps on hitting that Stalker, he's going to be great, and indeed he does. And Alive does push that back. But what I was going to say is that Alive did get an SCV inside Hero's base and saw no second gas. So he doesn't really need to be afraid of tech, but he should be afraid of additional gateways coming down. So he's going to play this, Alive will play this very cautiously as he moves down and take his natural command center.
We see 2 tech labs, 1 reactor for these racks. Stim about a third of the way complete. Mainly Marauders coming out right now of these racks. Still hasn't lifted up to take his natural just yet. Meanwhile, Hero's controlling right now outside of the main ramp of Alive with a couple of units. It looks like he might be moving in. Is he sending a probe? Yes, he actually is, as well as a sentry cross map. Having a little bit of engagement here, and with those 2 Marauders, they do snipe one of the Stalkers. Potential second Stalker here, but no, it looks like he will not be able to connect. Without concussive shells, he can't kite as well as he would like to right now.
No, he can't, but he's going to try and target that Stalker down. The Zealot's doing a lot of damage here, and the Marauders will have to run back. There is a Twilight Council down here, and most likely Blink's going to come down. Is he going to put a Dark Shrine? Oh, no, a Dark Shrine! Dark Shrine is nuts that he's going to try to attempt this. This is insane. This could win him the game here.
And we already have that forward pylon down here north of the natural of Alive. Still pumping out units. Stem about to finish as well as concussive shell. Here's Warpins now of 3 Zealots. Another probe moving forward. Will we see another pylon come down? He definitely needs it supply-wise. Looks like he will put that down. Dark Shrine only about a third of the way complete. Force field's going down. Looks like Hero is not going to wait for it, as no repairs can be done. Those 2 Marauders inside are very low HP, but with Stim finishing, it looks like that is all Alive is going to need. Great control by both players right now, but it looks like with these Marauders, Alive is going to come out on top.
And if he sprints down and picks off all the rest of the pylons, if Hero can't protect them, the DT threat will be almost minimal. And Alive will want to throw down an engineering base shortly anyway. And there is that mid-game aggression that Alive is going to try and hit. There's 5 barracks down here. Is he going to dedicate to an engineering bay and a +1 attack here? Or is he just going to go pure 0-0 bio and just lots and lots of aggression here? But the Dark Shrine is about to be finished here, and DTs could very well ruin Alive's day. He'd have to immediately spot them. He has to spot them being invisible, like see the image on the screen, and lift supply depots. If he doesn't, then he could be in a world of trouble.
Well, he saw at least the pylon. Not sure if he saw the DT, and he does. He actually lifts at the last second, so that DT only is getting access to the natural. 1 slips in now. Looks like he's going to deal damage to that depot. 3 DTs now right outside, and the depot is going to get repaired at the last second. Will it be able to get in here? Scan goes down. The SCV's on hold position. 1 DT down. The other one is trying to get away, and it does not. That was actually beautifully dealt with by Alive.
1 scan kills 3 DTs. It even had the radius on the 1 kill in the bunker now, but 2 more are coming in, and there is still energy left for another scan here. So Alive is actually defending against this amazingly here. At the same time, he's putting pressure on across the map, picking off a Stalker on the Zelnova tower. Another DT, just escapes actually. Just escapes, but that's brought him enough time now to actually get a turret down, and that was actually amazing defense there.
Ooh, Hero loves his 3rd base as we saw in the Hero Tasia match. But Alive is actually going to be able to scout that right now and should actually make Hero cancel it, as he can't really move forward here. Won't use the stim or anything, but I don't even think he's going to need it. Those forces are quite hurt. And Hero's going to move in, and yes, he does have to cancel it. Here comes the DT, though. It's going to do its best to try to pick off these units. And it looks like Alive knows that he's probably going to lose some units there, so he's going to do his best and try to take out 2 Stalkers, and only getting 1.
And most likely from here, Hero will go into Zealot Charge, accepting the next attack, or getting ready. Having Zealot Charge is so easy, it's to kind of accept an attack coming at you, but we'll see if he's going to research that. Right now, Alive at 5 barracks, no clear command center down yet. Is he even going to build one is the question, as he will want to start streaming reinforcements across the map shortly. It looks like he is clearing up the top left, the 3rd base location, with a handful of units, so he may want to go and expand there shortly, but he's loading up at the same time now. Double medivacs.
Oh, wow. And they are going straight to the path of that DT. Will the DT see this drop? That would be absolutely huge, because Live could just continue forward, and I don't know if he's going to see it. He might get lucky here over at the 4th base, though, as the medivacs are still en route, and will he see it? Yes, he does indeed. That is actually huge, because Hero can prepare for that, and Alive will not have a clue that Hero is going to be ready.
Yeah, and there's that Zealot Charge coming down. So any attack that comes on the ground, Hero's going to accept with arms wide open. Once you have Zealot Charge, the Zealots get in there so fast and almost makes it impossible to actually kite well against the Stalker army and to Zealots as well. But yeah, he's expecting those double medevacs to come down at any second now, and he's there waiting.
Yep, they are about to land in the main. Looks like neither player is going to be really taking all that much damage there as Live pulls out just in time. He's going to sit those right outside of the main base of Hero because he's going for another attack over here with some more medevacs, Marines, and Marauders down in the middle of the map. He might just combine his forces and go for a big push.
Yeah, he very well may do that as he can't really enter the main base. And let's see if this push is going to be strong enough, though. Remember, there's a lot of Zealots. Archons being made as well from DTs just been made. Oh, Hero, great forceful, actually cutting off this army up, but he needs all of his army there to hold on to this.
Yeah, let's see here. Force field's coming down, but this force is just not all that big right now. The supply is 120 to 1, or excuse me, 100. His Hero's just dropping forces so fast here. With those Archons out, all Alive really has to do is stand his ground, and I do not believe Hero's going to have enough stuff to be able to deal with this. Probes being pulled here at the last second, and with that amount of Marauders, there's really nothing that Hero can warp in right now, save for, I guess, DTs, but once the scan comes down, they should make quick work of those.
There's no scan at the moment, though, and there won't be for another 5 seconds or so, so he's going to get a lot of free damage down here, and he's doing a lot of damage with these DTs, actually. The Zealots can't do anything because they're just hugging the Nexus, and Alive found a perfect position here. Hero's still on 3 bases, though, remember, he has that base in the bottom right, so he can maybe try to warp in some more DTs, but he knows it is too much.
Yep, good game. Alive takes game number 1 there. Hero is already facing elimination here in this extended series as he is down, or excuse me, he is up 2-1 as these players met in the upper bracket. So now it is a best of 7, tied 2-2. Make sure you join us for our next match here in the MLG invite-only online qualifiers Korean region as Hero might be out. We'll see you guys in just a little bit.